It's like tuning a radio. Once you align the frequency, you can hear the station clearly. In the same way, when you align your inner state with your desires, the universe brings them to you with clarity and ease. Achieving alignment requires awareness and effort. It demands that you confront your limiting beliefs, that you challenge the stories you've been telling yourself about what is possible. And it requires that you consistently choose to live as the person who already has what you want, embodying that future version of yourself now. When you do this, the path forward becomes clear, and the external world begins to reflect the energy you've cultivated within. Intention is the starting point of all transformation. It is the moment when you consciously decide to direct your energy toward a specific outcome, with full awareness and purpose. Unlike fleeting wishes or vague hopes, intention is a focused, deliberate choice to create something new in your life. It is not passive. When you set an intention, you are not waiting for life to happen to you. You are taking responsibility for what unfolds. Your intention acts as the blueprint that guides the flow of energy. And when it is clear and emotionally charged, it sends a strong signal to the universe about what you want to experience. The power of intention lies in its clarity. The more specific and detailed your intention, the more effectively it can direct your thoughts, emotions, and actions. When you align your intention with a strong emotional charge, whether it is joy, excitement, gratitude, or love, the energy behind it becomes even more potent. This emotional intensity is crucial because emotion is the fuel that powers your intention. Without it, your intention remains just a thought. With emotion, it becomes a force that influences your reality. It's not enough to simply think about what you want. You must feel it as though it is already happening. Once you set your intention, it becomes the compass that directs your attention. Your mind will begin to filter the world through the lens of that intention, noticing opportunities, ideas, and people that align with your desired outcome. Your actions will follow suit. Even when obstacles arise, your intention will keep you on course, acting as a reminder of why you started. It becomes a constant anchor, grounding you in the direction of your vision. The more you consistently return to that intention, the more you reinforce the neural pathways and emotional states that are in harmony with your desired future. The universe does not respond to your intention just because you say it once. It responds to the energy you consistently put behind it. When you act from a place of true intention, without doubt or hesitation, you are aligning with the natural flow of energy. This creates the momentum necessary to bring about the changes you desire. And with each step, the world begins to reflect your intention back to you in ways you may not yet fully understand. Intention is not just a mental act. It is the starting point for creating change in your life. It is a powerful force that begins with a thought. But to be effective, it requires focus, emotion, and action. When you set a clear intention, you are essentially directing your energy toward a specific outcome, signaling to your mind, body, and the universe what you wish to experience. However, intention is not simply about wanting something. It's about aligning with that desire and activating the necessary energy to make it a reality. The brain is highly powerful when it comes to intention. When you set an intention, you create a neural pathway that begins to rewire your brain, prompting you to take actions that are in alignment with that intention. This is where it becomes important to infuse the intention with emotion. A simple thought without emotional charge has little impact. But when you attach an elevated emotion, such as excitement, gratitude, or love, to your intention, the energy behind that intention becomes magnetic. It becomes a signal that your mind and body begin to recognize as real, even before it materializes in the physical world. This emotional charge, when paired with clarity, has the power to shift your mindset and behavior. It starts to direct your attention toward opportunities that align with your desire, guiding your thoughts and actions in the direction of your goal. It shapes your choices and influences your interactions with others. When your energy is aligned with your intention, the universe begins to mirror that energy back to you. Synchronicities begin to occur, opportunities show up, and the things you've been working towards start to fall into place. However, your intention requires consistency. It's not enough to set an intention once and expect immediate results. You must repeatedly direct your energy toward that outcome, stay focused, and trust that the universe will bring it to you. This constant alignment with your intention creates a powerful magnetic field that draws your desired reality closer, helping you step into the life you've envisioned for yourself. Dot emotion is the driving force behind everything in your life. It is the energy that gives your thoughts the power to materialize into reality. Without emotion, your thoughts remain weak, without enough force to influence your body or your external world. However, when you combine a thought with emotion, you create a powerful signal. This emotional energy amplifies your thoughts, sends them out into the field, and begins to influence the environment around you. Your emotions become the key to manifesting your desires because they carry the energy that aligns your intentions with the quantum field. Each emotion you experience carries a unique frequency. When you feel fear, anger, or sadness, your energy is lowered, and you enter a state of survival. These emotions trigger a cascade of stress hormones, disrupting the balance in your body and creating patterns of behavior rooted in the past. Over time, the body can become addicted to these negative emotions, reinforcing old patterns and limiting your ability to break free. Your thoughts and emotions become the constant energy that shapes your reality. And if you stay stuck in negative emotional states, your experiences will reflect that. On the other hand, when you cultivate elevated emotions like love, joy, gratitude, or inspiration, you raise your energy to a higher frequency. These positive emotions open up the heart, synchronize the brain, and restore balance to the body's nervous system. They create a coherent energy field that amplifies your thoughts, aligning your body with your vision for the future. This shift in energy sends out a new signal to the universe, one that resonates with possibility, abundance, and growth. When you feel the emotion of your future desires as if they are already happening, your body begins to believe that reality is real. To truly transform your life, you must learn to consciously cultivate and sustain elevated emotional states. This is the secret to stepping into your future self and creating the life you desire. When your thoughts, feelings, and energy align in this way, your external world begins to mirror your inner state, bringing new experiences and opportunities into your life. The present moment is the only place where transformation occurs. It's easy to get caught up in the past or future, but the truth is, the past no longer exists, and the future has not yet arrived. All you have is the present moment, and it is here that you hold the power to change your life. Every thought, feeling, and action you have is created in the present, and it is this moment that determines the next. The present moment is where your life begins anew, and it is in this space that you have the ability to break free from old patterns and create the future you desire. When you are fully present, you are no longer living in the habitual loops of your past conditioning. Most people are unconsciously driven by memories and emotions from past experiences, reliving the same stories over and over. These repetitive patterns create the same reality, and until you become aware of them, you continue to repeat them. To step into a new reality, you must become aware of how your thoughts and emotions are rooted in the past. The moment you shift your attention to the present, you can change your focus and redirect your energy to a new vision. Being present allows you to consciously choose your thoughts, which then influence your emotions and behavior. This awareness is key to creating a new reality because it empowers you to create from a place of possibility, not limitation. When you let go of the past and stop worrying about the future, you open up the space to receive new ideas, inspiration, and opportunities. This is where creation happens, when you are fully immersed in the now, free from the weight of old stories. By continually returning to the present moment, you practice creating your reality from a place of conscious choice. It is in this space that you begin to change your patterns, rewrite your story, and build a future based on the vision you hold today. The present moment is your point of power, and it is where your transformation begins. Transformation begins when you choose to let go of who you've been. Most people spend their lives living according to the stories they've been telling themselves for years. Stories about who they are, where they come from, and what they believe they are capable of. These stories are based on past experiences, and they shape the way you think, feel, and act. But transformation is impossible when you are continuously attached to the past. To step into a new version of yourself, you must release the old self and the beliefs that hold you back. It's about shedding the layers of conditioning that no longer serve you and choosing to become someone new, someone who is no longer defined by the limitations of the past. This process requires deep awareness. It requires that you confront the beliefs, emotions, and behaviors that are no longer in alignment with your true potential. Most people are unaware of how much of their life is being driven by unconscious patterns. They live in a loop, reacting to life based on old beliefs, creating the same experiences over and over. But when you make the decision to transform, you are stepping outside of that loop. You are breaking free from the confines of your past and choosing a new way of being. It's not about changing your circumstances first. It's about changing your inner world. Transformation requires you to think differently, feel differently, and act differently. It requires that you break free from old emotional patterns and mental habits. When you consistently choose new thoughts, new emotions, and new behaviors, you begin to create new neural pathways in your brain, which in turn change the way you experience the world. The more you practice this new way of being, the more you reinforce it in your subconscious mind until it becomes your new reality. This process can feel uncomfortable because it requires you to step into the unknown. It means embracing uncertainty and letting go of the familiar. But that is the beauty of transformation. It's about growth, expansion, and becoming the person you were always meant to be. When you step into the unknown, you create the space for new possibilities to unfold, and you align with a higher version of yourself. The choice is always yours, and every moment offers a new opportunity to become who you were always meant to be. The power of your thoughts cannot be underestimated. Every thought you have is a signal that you send out into the universe, and it begins to shape your reality. Your thoughts create your perceptions, your experiences, and ultimately the life you live. Most people don't realize how much control they have over their lives simply by becoming aware of their thinking. The mind is not just a tool for thinking, it is a creator. It's an energetic transmitter that is constantly interacting with the field around you, sending out vibrations that match the frequency of what you are thinking about. The thoughts you think regularly form the foundation of your reality. If you think thoughts of lack, fear, or limitation, those thoughts become the dominant energy you are emitting. The universe responds to this energy, reflecting back experiences and circumstances that match your thinking. On the other hand, when you shift your thoughts to abundance, possibility, and empowerment, you begin to attract experiences that align with that new frequency. The thoughts you choose to focus on are powerful, and they create the world you see around you. The key to mastering your thoughts is awareness. Most people are on autopilot, thinking the same thoughts day in and day out, many of which are rooted in past experiences, fears, or limiting beliefs. When you become aware of your thoughts, you gain the power to change them. You can begin to replace negative or limiting thoughts with thoughts that support your goals and vision. This is not about ignoring reality. It's about choosing to focus on what you want rather than what you don't want. It's about training your mind to see the possibilities, even in the face of challenges. As you practice this, your energy starts to shift. Your thoughts influence your emotions, and your emotions influence your action. When your thoughts are aligned with your desires, you begin to behave in ways that are in harmony with your vision for the future. This is how your thoughts become the blueprint for your reality, and when you consistently think in alignment with your highest potential, you begin to experience a life that reflects that. The more you consciously choose to think differently, the more your life will begin to change. Your energy is the force that governs the direction of your life. Everything around you, your experiences, your relationships, your health, is influenced by the energy you emit. This energy is not just a vague concept. It is a frequency that communicates with the energy of the world around you. You are constantly interacting with the field, sending out vibrations that either attract or repel certain experiences. When you consciously tune into the energy you are radiating, you begin to understand that your reality is not random. It is a direct reflection of the energy you are embodying. The energy you carry is magnetic. It pulls towards you what is in harmony with it. If you are constantly emitting energy of fear, frustration, or negativity, you attract more of those experiences into your life. The universe responds to this lower frequency by bringing you situations that mirror those emotions. On the other hand, when you raise your energy to a higher frequency, one of gratitude, love, or abundance, you begin to attract experiences that match that elevated vibration. This is why it is crucial to be mindful of your energy. Every emotion, every thought, every action contributes to the energy you send out, and that energy determines what will be drawn back to you. One of the most powerful tools in shifting your energy is awareness. When you become conscious of how your thoughts and emotions are affecting your energy, you take the first step toward transformation. Instead of reacting to situations based on past patterns or conditioning, you can choose how to respond. When you are aware of the energy you are carrying, you can intentionally shift it to match the life you want to create. This shift doesn't happen through effort or willpower. It happens through alignment. When you align your inner state with the reality you wish to experience, your energy becomes a magnet for the experiences you desire. As you begin to embody the energy of your desired outcome, you will notice subtle changes in the world around you. The people you meet, the opportunities that come your way, and the circumstances that unfold will begin to reflect the energy you are projecting. Your energy becomes a guiding force, shaping the course of your life and drawing you closer to the experiences that resonate with your highest potential. Your subconscious mind is the most powerful tool you have for creating your reality. It operates below the level of conscious awareness, storing beliefs, emotions, and patterns that influence every action you take. Most of the time, the subconscious mind runs the show without you even realizing it. It's responsible for shaping your behaviors, driving your habits, and determining how you respond to situations. The power of the subconscious lies in its ability to automatically repeat behaviors and reinforce the beliefs you hold about yourself and the world around you. But while it works in the background, the subconscious is not fixed. It can be reprogrammed. The key to transforming your life is to take control of the subconscious and retrain it to align with the future you wish to create. Your subconscious is like a computer. It operates based on the information it receives and the programming it has stored. If you've spent years believing that success is difficult or that you are unworthy of abundance, those beliefs are deeply embedded in your subconscious mind. They shape your reality, influencing the actions you take, the risks you avoid, and the opportunities you miss. But just like a computer, your subconscious mind can be reprogrammed. The process requires you to consciously challenge and replace the limiting beliefs you hold. By consistently feeding your mind with new, empowering thoughts, affirmations, and experiences, you begin to overwrite the old programming. One of the most effective ways to reprogram the subconscious mind is through repetition. The more you repeat a thought, belief, or action, the more it becomes ingrained in the subconscious. This is why visualization and affirmation practices are so powerful. By vividly imagining your desired reality and repeatedly affirming it, you begin to embed those new beliefs into your subconscious mind. Over time, these new beliefs will replace the old, and your behaviors, emotions, and experiences will begin to shift accordingly. The more you reinforce the new programming, the more effortless it becomes to act from a place of empowerment and alignment with your goals. As you begin to reprogram your subconscious, you will notice changes in how you feel, think, and respond to the world. The limitations that once held you back will begin to dissolve, and you'll start to notice new opportunities, relationships, and circumstances aligning with the new beliefs you've adopted. This is the power of the subconscious mind. It's not just a passive repository of your past experiences. It's a dynamic force that can be harnessed to create the life you've always desired. Your beliefs shape your perception of reality. Every belief you hold, whether it's about yourself, others, or the world around you, creates a lens through which you experience life. These beliefs are not merely abstract ideas. They are powerful forces that influence how you act, what you attract, and how you interpret the events that unfold in your life. Most of these beliefs are formed early in life, often as a result of past experiences, conditioning, and the influence of others. Over time, these beliefs become so ingrained that they operate on autopilot, influencing your thoughts and actions without your conscious awareness. The problem is, many of these beliefs are limiting. They restrict your potential and keep you stuck in patterns that no longer serve you. But the good news is that your beliefs are not fixed. They can be changed. In fact, one of the most powerful things you can do to create the life you desire is to change the beliefs that are holding you back. The process of changing your beliefs begins with awareness. You must first become aware of the beliefs that are limiting you. These are the beliefs that create fear, doubt and insecurity. They are the beliefs that tell you that you are not good enough, that success is out of reach, or that things will never change. Once you identify these limiting beliefs, the next step is to challenge them. Ask yourself where these beliefs came from and whether they are truly aligned with the person you are becoming. Most of the time, these beliefs are based on past experiences or the opinions of others, not on truth or possibility. When you realize that these beliefs are not based on your true potential, you can begin to replace them with new, empowering beliefs. Replacing limiting beliefs requires repetition. Just as the old beliefs were formed through years of repetition, the new beliefs must also be reinforced consistently. This is where affirmations, visualization, and other mindset practices come into play. By consistently focusing on your new beliefs and aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with them, you begin to rewire your brain and shift your reality. Over time, the new beliefs become your truth, and your perception of the world begins to shift. As your beliefs change, so does your experience of life. You start to see opportunities where there were once obstacles, and you begin to attract the people, circumstances, and experiences that are in alignment with your new beliefs. Changing your beliefs is one of the most powerful ways to transform your life and step into a new version of yourself.